Welcome back, everybody, to Occults Receivable. Anthony here with Theresa.
Hello.
And we are hopefully, well, I don't want to say hopefully because that implies that I didn't like the game, but tonight we are probably going to be wrapping up Vall-halla, which this has been one hell of a slow burn game. And
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but it's like they have really taken their time to painstakingly set up the world, and I feel like a lot of bad things are going to happen in a very short amount of time, like a very short time.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Miss Bartender.
What?
I don't remember that being
That? I think that's new. I don't like that at all.
there. I don't like that at all either. All right, we're going to do, because I think we need like 1,500 to make rent. 10,000? 1,200.
Yeah.
Well, 1,300. Okay. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. Oh. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl.
I'm jealous.
No.
He's a kitty.
I'm still convinced that 4 is that girl. That we were seeing. What was her name? Anne?
Anne, yeah.
Alright, augmented eye. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers Lilum Company.
No, it has nothing to do with the horrible state of the world or anything.
You know, it has nothing to do with the fact that rent is $10,000.
Nothing to do with the fact that it's impossible to live. Why would anyone want to have kids and make them deal with that too?
Yeah.
Hi, Luke.
Hey, Luke, what's up? At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular with Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general... Okay. That was weird. Did everything pop back in? Can you see the...
Yep. Angus is moving.
Yeah, and, stream's still up. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, that was weird. My internet decided to just blip out for a minute.
Your internet was also very upset about the state of today's youth
Yeah.
and wanting to have kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well, we're back. And we're back to wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime.
Finally!
I'd like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals.
Jill, gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for.
What is wrong with socks and sandals? I mean, I don't wear them, but I don't get why this is such a one of the high crimes and misdemeanors.
I mean, like, if you're gonna be wearing sandals, you're basically just ruining it by putting socks on. Sandals are like one step up from being barefoot, right?
Right.
So why would you ruin that by putting socks on?
No, yeah, listen, I agree with you. I don't like the idea, but everyone, like, if someone decided, like, hey, I'm gonna wear socks with sandals, like, maybe they've got fucked up toes or something. It just,
Maybe.
Everyone is so, like, appalled, like, there's so many worse things you could be doing.
It's a very dad fashion statement.
Okay, that's
right?
fair. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Like, I hate how this game predicted, like, the state of affairs today from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that. I hate that.
It's not great.
Alright,
I agree.
let's go to work. Let's go to work in a capitalist hellscape and make just enough so that we can afford our wonderful rent.
Yep.
Our wonderful little apartment with a kotatsu.
Yep.
Thursday, December 29th.
Kotatsu and our kitty cat. Good evening.
Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Jillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff.
Applegate?
I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send the lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not going to say anything, Jill? No, I want to be alone with boss. Get out of here, Jill!
Yeah, get out of here, Jill, Mr. Third Wheel. If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness.
Fine, give me the list. I'll be back sometime.
Something tells me you're planning something, boss.
Did you plan to get us alone, boss?
Was this on purpose?
What gives you that impression?
Call it a gut feeling. And also, you know, the party you're planning.
Did you know Jill has a crush?
What?
A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming to him for ages and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward and I'm not going to let him. I'm glad Data is just a meddler.
She just wants what's best for her people.
Like, Data just rolls up and it's like, no, you're not going to jump off this building. I'm going to save you. And then I'm going to... Like, that's all she does. She just meddles and she's so good at it.
Yep. She's like a force of nature.
She is.
You can't even be mad at her.
No, you can't. It's because it's all well-intentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, on the one hand, she's doing such nice things for people, and then on the other, she gets her head stuck in a helmet.
Yeah.
He's opening up, for fuck's sake.
And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it.
That's right.
Huh.
Alright then, to the office I go. Hey boss, if you're gonna play matchmaker, do you want to match me up with somebody?
Yeah, I like, I'm bi, but I tend to prefer women. I like when they have really light colored hair or a little bit shorter than me. Metal arms are great.
High gremlin energy and can't resist the urge to meddle. You know anyone like that?
Yeah. As for me...
Good old Glitch City. I think Glitch City was like on the 12th page. Sure was.
Bam.
No.
You could just set the playlist the same thing 12 times.
I could. I'm not gonna.
Nah.
Yeah.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. I like to imagine her doing the Rosie the Riveter pose when she says that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jill with a crush, huh? Man, Jamie's gonna be heartbroken.
Do a What's New Pussycat in the middle of 11 glitch cities.
Yeah.
I know, this place, great!
Oh,
who
it isn't...
Oh!
Oh, it's her!
It's Kitamiki.
It's Kitamiki.
Was I... Who was Kitamiki? It's been a while.
You were.
I was?
You were.
Okay.
Yeah, you just did a soft, gentle sort of voice.
Yeah. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail.
Boss, stock woman incoming.
The door's open!
Go ahead. The door to the left.
That's awesome that they have they just let the people into Boss's office.
Yeah, boss will keep them safe.
Thanks. Hello there! Oh, hi there.
The other one. That's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom?
Don't worry about it. It's our good friend Daytona Damison.
The unpleasant man on her trail. I see.
Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I'm the usual. Beer.
Right. Huh, he remembered me after 2 weeks.
Damn, it's been 2 weeks since we've seen him. It's not long enough.
That's not long enough. Mr. Donovan's usual drink, huh?
Time for a big beer.
Time for a big beer. I would mess up his drink, but we need to make rent. And we don't get a bonus if we don't get a perfect bartender score.
Mm-hmm.
All mixed. Here.
This seems right. It seems right? You tell me. It's beer. It's it's freshly mixed beer.
Yeah, with 5 ingredients.
The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations. I can't afford to be understaffed. So I have to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports.
I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right?
I gotta turn the background music down a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Just click it. Yeah, there we go.
A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know.
Then why not try to rectify that image?
To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Corp and Company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to find you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that in the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line.
Huh.
Glad to see this hellhole still in one piece.
Not for much longer.
The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately.
Oh yeah, that.
Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Wait, are we closing because Boss is doing something illegal?
That's a good question.
I actually really hope that's the case. I hope that Boss has some type of like really stupid operation that she's been running out of the bar and that's why we're being closed.
I guess we'll find out. Huh.
Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing.
Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that.
Alright, kid, let's try Moonblast now.
Come again?
Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time.
A moonblast? That's a new one for him.
Alright, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, we can do a big one. Alright, 2 powder delta, 2 flanergide, and 4 pharmatrine. All on the rocks and blended.
Blended.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Shaka, 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 shaka,
Shaka,
shaka,
shaka,
shaka.
shaka, shaka, shaka. Yes. Here, have this pink girly drink. Here.
Now let's see what the ruckus is about.
So... What brought you here?
Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up.
Not really.
Did she jump to the roof then?
Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview?
Not really, just hitting on her.
Ugh.
Duh. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. No.
No.
No. This person's now judging you.
Yeah, perfect. Why, though?
If he says why not, I'm gonna be real upset.
Are you that bird? Don't you have, like, a family or something?
Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. Great.
She's a person, Mr. Donovan.
I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hot as fucking curious as shit right now. Just lay down on the floor of the bar, Jill.
Just order something else to drink.
Disengage.
Stop talking.
Disengage. I want to know just how detailed those king-class Chia models are, personally.
And so you followed her.
I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson.
You don't know many women then, do you, Mr. Donovan? You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something?
A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. Alright, yeah, because 2 wrongs make a right.
Sounds like you deserve each other.
In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver.
Right.
At least he said please.
Let's just give him a pile driver, literally. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All mixed.
Here.
Yeah, Red Sheba, where are you, please?
Bite this man in the grapes.
All right. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. I'm just gonna take this drink and leave.
Good.
Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her.
The guy left.
Oh, all right. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. I hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you.
Seems you had a hearty talk.
Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos.
How nice of you.
It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet?
Sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet.
Brantinis are usually... Yeah, let's give her a Brantini.
There we go. One big Brantini coming up.
All aged and mixed.
Here.
Thanks.
So, do you know why Donovan was following you?
I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. Good on you.
Yeah, good for you. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you.
You don't say. No, really, don't say it.
I know, right?
Well, not like you'd have a chance anyways.
Girl knows her worth.
I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship.
Wait, you are?
It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now.
Really?
We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try.
Oh, nice.
He's a stick in the mud we're planning his due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise.
I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately.
Really?
Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing.
I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. Unlike many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music?
To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it.
So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea?
Let me see. Something tea-like.
Don't we
If I
have...
remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too.
Bitter but girly.
Sunshine Cloud? That's probably girly.
Bitter girly stuff. There was one I think I remember that it seemed like it tasted like tea. Hold on.
And backwards we go.
No.
Sparkling.
No. No. No, okay.
Hmm.
What did we say it was gonna be?
I think you picked bitter drinks. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunshine Cloud probably.
Bitter
It's
girly.
bitter and
soft.
girly.
All right, let's get her a big one.
Yep.
Optional. Well, that's
Put in 2.
11. Just get it over 10.
Oh, okay.
And then on the rocks and blended. Damn, 2 blended drinks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah, this works.
Hey, you're a King Class Chia, right?
That I am.
May I ask you something about your model?
Sure.
Are there any differences between you and a DFC 72?
We both serve the same purpose, but DFC 72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say.
Ah, I see. So, anything new for this concert?
Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug.
Ah. So, you know the B-Link girls?
Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are.
No, I wouldn't.
Nah.
Really?
Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times, but also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Ina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy.
Huh. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something.
Well, they want to pop out in the public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept.
And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs?
I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate.
True, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first.
All right.
Hell yeah, Sparkle Star.
Sparkle Star for Miss Idol.
I'm not gonna give her the Karmatrine on this one.
Okay.
She's got a concert. We don't want to be drunk.
Yeah.
All age is mixed.
Sparkle Star. Here.
Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill.
Please come again.
Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you.
No. Girl.
Girl.
We'll take my break.
All right.
That was a short first shift. Feels like it anyway.
It's now safe to keep playing.
Note to self, buy oil for that door.
Alright, Umemoto.
All right then. Jill, you're in my spot. Please.
Oh, sorry.
Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that?
Why does Boss have a chicken bucket? If I told you she did, would you believe me?
Without a doubt.
I mean, yeah.
It's Boss.
Let's go with that then.
Right.
Greetings! Alright, I need a drink before I do more Stella voice.
Okay. Stella. What can I get you?
I'll go with a Bleeding Jade today.
A Bleeding Jane for Stella.
2 Bronson extract. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All blended.
Blended!
Damn, a lot of blended drinks tonight.
Hell yeah. Shaka, 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 shaka. Very nice.
And boom.
Here you go.
Thank you.
What brought you here today? Waiting for Say?
I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped by to say hi.
Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again.
Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, like really clean.
Jill is the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick.
Really?
Dot, dot, dot. He's a bit out of it today, though.
I see. Let's put on some anime.
Hey! Yeah.
Hey, Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city?
Gold Rush.
Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits.
I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush?
Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on.
Yikes.
Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk laying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They want to race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days.
Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses?
It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just open for many, so I'd say yes.
Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how.
There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's a captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit.
Unique.
The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes.
I was just about to say.
Oh
that they
my
look like
God.
the fucking Power Rangers.
Oh my god!
As soon as she said there were 5, including him, I was like, oh, okay. Hen what?
They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement.
You know a lot about this.
It's interesting the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. Like, see, people think I'm an idiot because of the way I talk, but I'm actually not.
I'm actually really smart.
I'm like the smartest person in this game. That should sound familiar to you.
True. Wait.
Here's a freebie, a fun fact.
A free fun fact.
A free fun fact. It's a Snapple Cap fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. Yeah, I can't imagine how that could be abused.
I know, right? I guess even the Zaibatsu core has its limits, huh?
People love to demonize Zaibatsu core because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamount to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks and the like. Those are dystopias of their own.
Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown.
He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Court chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Core is actually doing.
Yeah. So, what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park?
I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah.
Huh. No, seriously, hen what?
Ahem. Can I get a Brantini here, please?
Sure. Now, let's give her a Brantini. Here.
Thanks.
So, I take it you're in a good mood today?
Does it show?
A bit.
Yeah, well. I managed to have a couple of tickets for the Cure Miki Encore concert.
Look at her, she's so cute! Nice. Oh, right. As it turns out, she was just here.
Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her.
I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name, though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client.
Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for.
God, she's such a big fan. Look
Yeah.
at her. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Absolutely. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Well, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much.
Being a nice person will take you far, though.
I'm nice.
My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall.
Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily?
You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure.
Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like?
My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I could disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap.
I see.
I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with say in her wounds.
Stella, no, don't do that.
Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it, and we shouldn't abuse that.
She's right, you shouldn't.
God, just that line, I'm like, oh, I could probably hide it with a different hairstyle and a baseball cap. Just again made me think of that one video. It's like, don't tell the men we can shapeshift.
Yep, they'll call the church.
It's still one of my favorite lines.
Yeah. It's real good. Heh.
Hi, can you give me a classic drink?
Sure. I'll get you the biggest and classicest one I've got.
The biggest, classicest drink.
I typed. There we go.
There we go.
I think beer is the most expensive, but...
And it's classic. Yeah, whatever. She's getting a beer. That's not right.
That's not right at all. She's getting like 5 beers.
Listen, as long as she fucking pays for them so we can make rent.
Yeah. It's way too expensive for like beer, yes, but we're specially mixing this beer out of our 5 ingredients.
Yes, this beer is painstakingly mixed. It's not on tap. We don't just pour it. We're not some Philistine. No, we microbrew our beer in a fucking tumbler.
Yeah. This is artisanal beer.
This is artisanal, locally sourced, farm-raised beer.
It's organic and cruelty-free.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that artisanal beer.
It's the perfect pour.
This shouldn't even be sold at a bar. This needs to be at some sort of like outdoor like farmer's market.
Yeah, you're right. Give her the beer.
Here's your beer.
Here.
Thank you.
Do you have many servants around the house, Stella?
I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you can earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants.
Man, that sounds nice.
That sounds actually... They must pay well if the guy's coming back and he went to college to be an engineer.
Well, yeah, pay well, but also, like, they're just pleasant people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's they have to be decent people because, like, he went off to be an engineer. He's obviously going to be making decent money.
Right.
In the far-off space capitalist future.
In the far-off space capitalist hellhole future. Man, that sounds nice.
Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Yeah, you know what?
I might be in need of housing soon. I'll let you know.
Hey, Stella, could I just live with you?
I don't take up much space. I just need enough room for me and my cat. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. Oh, back to that, huh?
Huh. What would it be?
Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyway? I get trying to crack it in the first place.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that. It just seemed weird that it's like, this is all new tech, but like, it's not like someone off the street created it. Like, this is an organization.
Yeah.
That would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. What?
It isn't?
Saibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. Wow!
That's wild.
That's so stupid. A patent would be in a database that someone can hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention, they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. Oh.
Okay,
So,
that makes more sense.
So a little bit of like, hey, we're going to hide the patents, and a little bit of corporate espionage. Got it.
Yeah, that's fine. Little plagiarism never hurt anybody.
And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Yeah. Oh, you mean the thing that could just shut a person's heart down?
Yeah, right?
Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those units.
So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are, by all means, illegal?
The irony runs deep, what you say. It's almost like corporations shouldn't be like big government agencies shouldn't be privatized.
Yeah, weird.
It's so weird. Man, I'm glad that we're playing this because this is such a cautionary tale. I really hope that we as a society can learn from shit like this. I say, crying tears of blood and vitriol.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if we privatized everything? Surely that won't be abuse.
Clown noises. Honk honk.
I laugh to keep myself from crying.
Yeah. Yeah. Why do it though?
When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. Fuck this game!
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm going to, if I had infinite amount of money, I would just screen cap this and put it on every billboard across the country.
Well, she's saying what a lot of people are thinking.
No, I know. It's just, this game was made in 2016.
Yeah, it was.
And it's like, playing this now, it's just like, man, what have we been doing for the last 10 years?
Endless fart noises.
Yeah, Anthony and Theresa just looking at the camera like The Office. I'm just like, yeah. I'm just slowly looking at the camera like, We don't get more heavy-handed than this.
What are we playing after this one? Alien Isolation?
I don't know, man.
I need a break.
I know. I want off this ride. All that power makes you think you're above every law there.
Just keep reading. Stop the process. Just keep reading. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, like literally every second of every day. I feel like the Squidward future meme, just like, future.
God.
I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure.
Damn, she ditched fast.
Yeah. Thanks, Stella.
Bye, Stella.
Thanks for reminding us of the fallacies of corporate oligarchy. Appreciate you.
Yep. Love ya. Please come again.
Oh, yeah. Alien Isolation, where you work for a known ethical mega corporation, Wayland Yutani. Shit, you're right.
Oh, so maybe we shouldn't play that one next.
Okay.
I know you were talking about it.
Okay, but if we play that game and just pretend that everything is Tesla or SpaceX, it would be a lot funnier.
Okay, I'm down. Ah, Alma. No hello.
Do we never say hi to Alma? We just see her and acknowledge her, but we never actually say hi.
I guess so. You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy.
We're like 4 steps beyond total anarchy. We are fully into the collapse.
you're exaggerating.
No.
I'm not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Damn, Alma.
Jill rushes to lock it just to fuck with her.
Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. Huh? Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping.
Okay, are we really gonna quote the Raven when your dead ex is named Lenore? Jill?
That's what she's doing.
Jill?
She's doing it. Aunt, let the woman talk. As if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more.
Almost just like, holy shit, how are you doing this?
Like, what the fuck? You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender, I did not. So, you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet.
Hell yeah, big drinks.
Sure. Big drinks for big jugs.
Uh, 10 karma training. All on the rocks and mixed.
Here. Speaking of Chumbawamba, they did a really banger anti-Nazi song.
Did they?
I don't remember the title, but if I remember, I'll look it up after the stream.
Yes, please.
Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells?
Fucking what? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Wow, you went pale.
Is this... No. Is this Jill's fanfiction?
Indeed.
She's just like us!
No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man.
Oh no.
My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon, I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad.
It's like she just found her Zanga.
I know. God.
Also, holy shit, Zanga. I can't believe even I remembered Zanga.
What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing.
You don't judge me.
You're not still like that, right? Gods, no. I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is...
Cringe. Cringe. Good to know that even in the dystopian cyber future, cringe lives on.
Cringe will never die. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself, not like now. So you have a pick. Oh God, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past?
Alma, this is why we don't say hi to you.
I guess, yeah. I was bored.
This is why we don't say hi.
Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask, though, why the 69? I was in middle school and it's funny. It's the funny sex number, Alma.
We're in our 30s and it's still funny.
Yup. It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Oh my God. Amazing.
Incredible.
Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Yeah, it does actually track.
It does track.
Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then?
Shut up!
You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure.
Give her the most bitter drink imaginable.
A sugar rush. Are they trendy now or something?
Alright, well, we're gonna make this big for her. There. All mixed.
You want more?
Oh.
There we go.
Here's your damn sugar rush.
Here. This is the thing.
You got the thing.
Da-da-da-da. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past. I've earned the right to dig through yours.
All's fair.
Yeah. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? I don't do those. Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yup. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. Damn, that's impressively, oh my God, what's the word I want? That's impressively mature for a high schooler.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, Almas is very intelligent and doesn't really seem to give that many fucks. Like,
yeah.
Like, she seems remarkably drama-free. Probably because her sister is all of the drama.
Yeah, her sister is just all drama all the time.
Yeah.
The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways.
I mean, yeah, red flag.
Yeah, big red flag. Good on you, girl. The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. Yeah, no, a difference in whether or not you want children is absolutely a very valid reason to break up.
Yes, absolutely.
And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure.
Big old beer.
Big old beer.
And mix.
All mixed. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that vlog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular.
I fucking love Alma.
Yeah. Now, ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one, chance to call me by my full name as compensation then. I'd gladly take your offer.
This is a good friendship.
This is a good friendship. These guys are adorable. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question is, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spent lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh.
Oh. That's very, very pragmatic.
There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's a lot more, but they're small things that don't sound all that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands.
Ugh.
Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. God, what would her mom have done? Like, gone out and demanded to get the hand back? Ugh. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Eh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it.
Surprise!
Yep, no
oh
signal.
boy.
Here we go.
No signal.
Hey, Alma. This might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts?
Hey.
Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see.
Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy.
Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya.
All done?
I am. What about you, Jill? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems.
You think? It might have been while he was out.
True. Hey, boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so...
That I am, yeah. Why?
I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake?
Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with eighth grade syndrome? With 8th grade syndrome?
8th grade what?
When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems with good old wrestling, but I like Dana's worldview.
No, seriously, 8th grade what?
But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake.
Huh, I didn't think about it that way.
Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling.
Oh no, she's gonna fire us.
So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble.
What? Oh well, wait, what?
Come here, fuckboy! Fuckboy! Ah! Come here, fuckboy!
Wow. 8th grade what?
Jill, you're still stuck on 8th grade syndrome?
She's still stuck on that.
Boom! Boom! I told you we
thank
could do it!
goodness. Thank goodness.
Oh, man. We barely would have made it.
That's gonna clean us out.
Yep, we're gonna have $1,523.50.
Yep.